Hi there, I'm Diana Palm, and in this short video, I'm going to give you 10 useful ways that you can clear negative energy and spirits off you, your family members, and your home. It's really important that you know how to stay clear, that you can detect another energy and have discernment for if it's good for you or not so good for you, and also how to clear it and command your space. The reason this is so important is we're becoming more aware that there's other energies out there, and this is my job. This is what I do. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I'm a natural medium, but I've also developed with really amazing mentors in schools and programs as well to develop this gift and to utilize it. I've worked with many paranormal groups all over the world, and I've done research for afterlife studies. So I'm going to share today with you some things that you can actually implement. The average layperson, you probably have most of these materials in your home anyway, and if not, they're going to be pretty easy to get. So without ado and without additional spiritual training, I'm going to teach you 10 ways that you can keep yourself clear, clear your loved ones, and your home. Okay, watch till the very end, and I'll actually lead you through a meditation in which I'll go into the theta brainwave and help you clear stuff as well. So we've got 10 of these for you to watch. The 10th will be the meditation. Number one, very, very simple and easy. I recommend either a sea salt or Epsom salt bath. And the reason is soaking in a warm or hot sea salt or Epsom salt bath, that actually clears your spiritual body. I have literally seen spiritual entities fly off people as they're submerged in this. In the rare case, I've also seen holy water being pretty effective while put into the bathtub, especially with younger children having a lot of issues. But let's stick with the sea salt and Epsom salt for this number one, okay? Number two, what I've got for you is burning sage. Most people, well, if you've never had sage, you've never burned sage, it comes like this in a little sage bundle. This one's already been burned a little bit. It's been used once or twice. When you're burning sage, you're just gonna light the end, get it smoking, because it's the smoke that's most effective. When I'm doing this in a home, just for safety reasons, I'll hold it over a bowl of water, and you actually want the smoke to fill every corner of every room, including the closets, underneath the desks, any nooks and crannies. Don't miss any of them, because these energies can move about and find little places to lock in. So when you're doing a sage clearing, make sure that you're doing that with no fear. And also it helps to say an affirmation or prayer the whole entire time that you're doing it, holding the intention of clearing everything. Now, when you're done with the sage burning in your home, it's real important to turn on the lights. If there's any ceiling fans, turn the fans on and open the windows. Let that energy out, because the sage process actually loosens it up, and then opening the windows and turning on the fans and lights allows it to be moved out of your home. So what you don't want to happen is loosening everything up to get rid of it and then not having anywhere for it to go. It's just going to settle right back down to where it was. So think of it in terms of energy. Open up those windows. Do this. We got some spring days coming up. Open the windows. Let that air out. Let all that energy right out the window. That's very, very effective. Even if somebody's having a really negative day, to burn sage around their body, all the way around, all the way up and over. You can do it for yourself. You can do it for a loved one. It's really good for eliminating the energy left behind from toxic arguments, from wayward energy, which would be like a ghost or attachment, or anything negative that you just feel is kind of off in your home. You could burn sage. The number three, my recommendation would be to diffuse an essential oil called frankincense. Most people know about frankincense oil because it's referred to a lot in the Bible. It's very, very high vibrational. Not only are they finding amazing qualities for healing a lot of our daily diseases that we have on earth right now, but it actually has so many health benefits. One of them is also raising your vibration, putting more light inside your body, and helping eliminate any kind of negativity. So what I really like to do with frankincense is put that in a diffuser and let it fill the environment, where it's just going everywhere in the home and everyone's breathing it, and it's naturally keeping the vibration very high. Darker energy entities, ghosts, anything like that, they're going to really want to avoid the frankincense. It is considered a holy scent. So that's going to be a good one for you to use. Also, I've also found that taking frankincense, and I don't want to show any brands, but they come in a little bottle like this. If you get a top quality brand, it's going to be much more pure. And with a pure essential oil, you can literally take it internally. So I don't recommend a lot. I only would recommend like 1 drop on your tongue, and then you can actually raise it to the roof of your mouth, and it'll get through the blood-brain barrier and filter through your whole body. So doing that with a very high quality frankincense oil, which would probably cost you around $100, but last you a long time because you're only taking 1 drop at a time. I've literally seen people from doing this technique eject a very dark energy attachment and fall to the ground because it was such a big, massive thing. So if you suspect a loved one is really having a problem or is being oppressed or is under the influence of something that's pretty dark and pretty nasty, the frankincense is going to be a really strong tool for you to use and to have on hand. So I would recommend frankincense for sure. Okay, so number 4 would be holy water. So you could use holy water any way you want. I've sprinkled it on floors and ceilings and walls. Like I said, I've had people take a bath in the holy water. You can even make your own holy water. It totally depends on your belief system. Now, I've had some that's been blessed by people considered holy. I've had a canteen of it that I brought back from Medjugorje, Bosnia, that was blessed when the Virgin Mary appeared, and she blessed everybody's water. And that water was used back in 1997 for some pretty amazing healings too. So go with your belief system. Just know that if you bless the water, it will actually hold that energy to the water and make it very, very potent for clearing dark energies or negativity. Okay? So number 5 is the Saint Benedict medal. If you're not Catholic, it doesn't matter. I know about a lot of this stuff because I was actually raised Catholic, but I honor and respect all religions, and I actually integrate all religions with the work that I do. So there's not boundaries that you have to abide by. If there's something that actually works, use it, borrow it. They're tools for all of us humans to use. So the Saint Benedict medal, why I like it, it was actually created for this exact purpose. And it has the exorcism prayer in Latin on the back of it. And so it's already imbued with the qualities to help you clear something very negative. What would make it even stronger is if you actually have that blessed by a Benedictine priest. I believe that it's allowed now for any priest to be able to bless those and for it to carry the same type of protective powers. So that is also one of my favorites, especially if you know somebody that's really suffering or really, really having a hard time with spiritual warfare or spiritual attack. I would definitely recommend getting that for them. I know that sometimes in some cases, I have seen people that were being oppressed, that were in the process of being possessed, which means that the spirit's actually taking them over. And when they put the amulet on their neck, the spirit was not able to get past the amulet. So they was only able to come in through the head, but not get through the rest of the body. So it was not able to actually take over that human. And then that person was able to fight and get rid of it. So that's just an FYI. The St. Benedict medal is very powerful. Okay, number 6, you can command a spirit to leave at any time, even if you're not sure. You know, I just keep my space clear. I know there's angels around. We have a lot of loved ones that visit. I'm a medium, so I see these things. But I'm also aware when there's something that comes in that is not in my highest and best. And I do not want that lingering around me, my home, or my family. So immediately, if I ever become aware of anything that is not a high vibrating spirit, that is not a loved one, not an angel, I get rid of it. No questions asked. I just don't monkey around with that. So being an authoritative voice is usually enough to make a command for it to leave. What you want to avoid doing is getting caught up in some kind of drama with this. You don't want to be like raising your voice and swearing and yelling. nor do you want to go into fear and act scared and hopeless. It's really important that you get that part. It's kind of like, consider yourself the fair but firm parent. And so speaking from authority, being crystal clear about your desire to have it leave, and being very firm about it, that's what will make it work, okay? So stay away from the screaming, yelling, crying. That's not necessary, and it's actually going to weaken your position. Okay, so number 7 is calling in protection from the light of Christ. And again, it truly does not matter if you're a Christian or if you're from a different religious background. I have used that before, and it has been effective on shadow beings, aliens, ghosts, entities. And so I kind of consider this. No, I don't consider this. I haven't taught this, but I will back it up by my professional opinion. There is an energy consciousness that is protected on earth by the Christ consciousness. And so tapping into that and calling upon it and claiming it in terms of protecting you and keeping your home clear of these entities, they respect that. There's some sort of system and there's a little bit of rules and regulations in our huge universe, and that's one of them. Planet Earth is protected by Christ consciousness. And I'm not saying that's the only consciousness that it's protected by, but it's been my go-to because that was the first one that I used, that I learned, and it has always been effective. So I guess it just wasn't necessary for me to learn other ways. But if you call upon that and you protect yourself, your children, your home in the consciousness of Christ and the Christ light, that is a very, very strong thing to say, and it is very effective for keeping you safe from spiritual attack. Number 8, you can call in the angels, and they'll come in and do the dirty work for you. There's quite a few angels that focus on keeping negative spirits away, but the primary one that you're probably all aware of is Archangel Michael. And there's actually the Archangel Michael prayer. It's very effective. However, I don't like the words used so much. It's not really in my nature to speak that way. So sometimes even when I'm saying the words, it kind of makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. It is a powerful prayer, though. It does work. But I do have a relationship with Archangel Michael because I've been doing spiritual work for so long. And what I mean by that, it's not weird. It's just that I just call upon him and I know that he comes. I can feel his energy. And so whatever way works for you. But the archangels, they can definitely come. Archangel Michael knows what to do. He's the defender of negative forces. So he will take them, whisk them away, take them out of your home, help you get them out of the body. That's what he does. So if you're not sure about your own authority, if you don't have any of the other tools to use, call upon Archangel Michael and allow him to do this for you or to assist you at the very least. Okay, number 9 is cutting cords and hooks and vacuuming off that energy. Now, this is something you really want to do. Sometimes when we're collecting negative energy, we're kind of like a snowball, and it doesn't maybe just all happen at once. Sometimes it's like we're rolling down the hill and we're just gathering more and more and more. And so if we can just remember to implement a couple things to keep our own spiritual energy clear, we're less likely to get a real serious attachment. And so some very, very simple things that you can do is just to cut your cords by making a large X over your body, and then cut any hooks. Again, just kind of running your hands up and down your body, eliminating any hooks or cords that people have intentionally or unintentionally put into you by their own wants and needs and projections. Okay, so we're going to cut the cords, we're going to cut the hooks, and then we're just going to simply fill up. We're going to first, I guess, vacuum them up. After we've cut them off of us, let's get them off the planet. Let's just let them be sucked up and go back to Creator Source. And then just imagine that you're feeling with this beautiful gold light afterwards. Now that your energy is nice and clear from the negative debris that you've picked up from other places, then you can just fill up with that nice light. So that's a very, very simple process. Okay, now we've made it so far. Number 10, I'm going to go ahead and lead you through a light meditation where I'm going to just have you relax and take a couple deep breaths, and then I'm going to lead you through a little process to help you clear your energy and help you relax your mind. Because what the negative energies really, really thrive on is fear, guilt, worry, shame, any of those lower vibrations that we experience as humans. That's what attracts them to us. So the more we can actually just center ourselves and keep our mind free of all those negative thoughts, the more that we can keep our space clean and keep healthy and vibrant lives. Okay, so go ahead now that you've made it this far. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. Blow it out through pursed lips. Okay, I'm going to have you do that 2 more times. Blow it out. And 1 more nice deep breath in. And then blow it out. As you're doing this, your eyes are closed, you're nice and relaxed. Starting in your heart chakra, just go down into Mother Earth, down through your feet. Imagine that you're just winding your energy around the roots of ancient trees, knowing that you're firmly anchored to Mother Earth at all times. And then come up through the bottoms of your feet, up through your body, opening each chakra system as you go. All the energy is flowing freely through your body with no emotional blocks, no worries or concerns. And as you come up through your crown chakra, you just go way, way, way above your space, up to connect with the energy of God, going into the heavens, getting the highest possible connection that you can. And when you reach that level, I'd like you to quietly say to yourself in a commanding tone that it is requested to clear any energy that is not in your highest and best, any low vibrating frequencies, projections, thought forms, clearing any psychic attack, spells, curses, wayward energy, clearing any drug or alcohol entities, and anything that is not in your highest and best at this moment is now sent to God's light. Your eyes are still closed. Just allow this process to happen, and we're going to actually visualize and feel the energy lifting off of your body all the way up as it's going through your system, way above your head, and it's just being sucked up. Again, like there's a big vacuum above your head, and it's just going to suck up all of this energy and debris that you no longer want. You don't want that in your life. It just causes a lot of havoc. So let that just be done. Let that leave your reality. And when that's all done and complete, just go ahead and imagine that you're hitting that reverse button. And now from that same space, but in a different direction, the beautiful, beautiful light is coming down to wash over you, to heal and restore your energy. And that's going to come down through your head, all the way down through your body, and all the way down to your feet. It's a very, very, very simple process, but you know what? It's very effective, and it's a good reminder for you to know that if you're having something happen that's negative in your house, rather than going into fear, look at any of your own emotions or the emotions of your family to see if it's possible that they're actually attracting it because it's a match, because that's where we can begin to heal it. It is important to get rid of the negative energies, but it is equally important to do this self-healing so that you don't recreate it or reattract it again and again, okay? So thank you so much for watching. I get a lot of questions on this, and that's why I found it was important to make this video to share with people. I also have 2 books that are really helpful, discussing spirits, how to cross over, how to have discernment, how to witness an oppression and a possession, and how to do this clearing. It goes through, takes you through step by step by step. The first book is called Setting Spirits Free. My second book is called Mediumship, Scrying, and Transfiguration for Beginners. And so that teaches you more how to see spirits, so that once you have spiritual sight, you can protect yourself better, right? You know what's around and you know when to do your clearings. So both books are available on Amazon. And if you like this video, please like it. If you think somebody else you know could benefit from it, please share it as well. And if you have any questions about this topic, please leave them in the comments below. I love to answer questions of the spiritual nature for people, and maybe I'll select yours for a video next time. Okay, so thank you so much. Again, have a great night. Bye-bye.